town drunk is so drunk that you can't get out of the way. He dies. Hey, thanks for joining me as I try to survive the zombie-infested world of Run, Fight, or Die. Reloaded. Always a good idea to reload if you're in a zombie-infested world. It's a 1 to 4 player game from Grey Fox Games. It's for ages 14 plus, and it plays, according to the box, 30 to 45 minutes. And as you can see from the back of the box, this is the basic setup for a single-player game with a player character at the bottom, the zombie boards coming down. It's a little bit like Under Falling Skies, really, but instead of spaceships, you've got zombies. So let's have a look what is in the box. On the top, we have the rule book. Obviously, a very important thing to have. We'll take a close look at that in a minute. And then inside, we have all the components that you need to play the game. So let's look at them individually, beginning with the rule book. So, of course, it's a good size rule book. I like it because it gives room for illustrations and some decent sized text as well. So it gives you the contents of the board, pretty standard, the goal of the game, which is, of course, you're trying to survive. The setup gives an example of a 3-player setup there. I will, of course, be playing it solo. And it's a 3-phase game. You start with the action phase. You move through to the mutant phase. That is when the mutant zombie has awoken. You'll find out how that happens in just a few minutes. And then finally, the advanced zombies phase. So it's not too difficult. It's just 3 phases to go through. There's the score and example. The game ends, of course, if you die, or the mutant zombie runs out of zombie tokens and there are no more zombie health to add. So you can kill the mutant zombie to win it. You can die, or you can find the town line and escape. So 2 of them you win by either killing the mutant zombie or finding the town line, or the other one, you lose your health. And then we've got the variants, of course, the solo variant, which I will be playing. I've played it about 2 to 3 times, and it gives you an example. It's a beat your own score, basically. And 1 to 19 leadership points is you've survived the zombie apocalypse for a week. I've done that. However, I have never lasted a month. So I think for this playthrough, my target is going to be 20 to 29 points, lasted a month, because I have never done that yet. Now, I want you to notice that I'm not even halfway through the rules book, and it tells you about the solo campaign. Fantastic, I think. Over half of the rule book is telling you about a solo campaign. Can't wait to get stuck into it. Then I read, additional game materials needed to play the solo campaign, available at greyfoxgames.com. These are the contents that you would buy. I had a look online, and even if you backed this on Kickstarter, the solo campaign you had to pay extra for. It wasn't included, even in the Kickstarter version. And considering that it takes up over half of the rule book for something that you have got to pay extra for and is not included, I'm definitely not a fan of, especially when I am a solo gamer. I had a look on their website, and the solo campaign, and remember, it's for these components, is £7.43. Okay, not too bad. Then comes the bad bit, because I'm in Wales, in the UK, the postage, £17.11, coming to a grand total of £24.54 for a solo campaign expansion, which is way beyond my budget, especially just for those a few cards. I would appreciate it if anybody knows anywhere where I could pick up the solo campaign for about £10. I'd be happy to pay £10 from a website anywhere. And with easy postage to the UK, please put it down in the comments, because I would love to go through the solo campaign and put that on the channel. What makes it all the more frustrating for me is I bought this secondhand, as I do with the majority of my games, budget being tight, of course, is that in the box was the 1-player token and the 2 double-sided location mats, but nothing else. I got in touch with the person I bought it from, and that is what it was like when they bought it secondhand. So somewhere down the line of people owning this game, there was a solo campaign in it. And by the time it's got to me, there were just these dregs left. So once again, please, if anybody's got any idea of where I can pick up the solo campaign for a decent price, like I said, about £10 anywhere in the UK, I would be very happy indeed. So these are the 5 characters you have got to choose from. You've got the army vet, the businessman, the prom queen, the ex-cop, and the coach. Each of them has 5 lives. When you lose that 5th life, of course, you die. It is game over. They all have their own set of 3 different special abilities too. They use the side of the die that is a zombie. Now, they're not good in the game because whenever a zombie appears on that side of the die facing up, it spawns more zombies. So you never really want to see too many of those. However, to mitigate that a little bit, you can use those in conjunction with other ones that you may roll to give you a special ability. So, for example, let's pick the coach, because I think I'll play with a coach this time. You can use this set of 3 dice. It would be 3 zombie heads, a map, and a backpack. And zombies in zone 1 do not advance. Draw 1 follower and 1 loot. That's pretty good. You still have to advance. You still have to spawn 3 more zombies, but at least it mitigates it a little bit because you get a few bonuses. These 2 zombie heads, a map, and a run will change. You can use it instead to 2 maps and 2 runs. So depending which character you play, it will change the game a little bit. As far as the cards go, you get the usual, this one, which tells you through the game phases, action phase, mutant phase, advanced zombies phase. This tells you the die results and what each one means as you roll them. And this tells you about the solo mode, not the solo campaign mode, because as we know, can't play that, damn. So you can play easy, which I'm going to do, normal, hard. So as well as mixing up the characters, you can change the difficulty level too. You have followers, you will draw these at random. Some will help you, some will hinder you. To give you an example here, this wouldn't be very good. We have a zealous nun. And at the end of your advanced zombies phase, advance 1 zombie, 1 additional zone. Now, the good thing about your followers is they can take damage for you. So she will have that effect each time I advance the zombies until she dies. So if I did draw her, I would make sure that she took the damage very quick because I don't want that happening. Locations. As you draw them, there's good and bad effects, and you work from top to bottom. So when you draw the maps, if you just use 1 map die, you have to use just the bad. If you use 2 map dies, you use the bad first, then you use the good. And if you use 3 map dies, you just use the good. So depending on how many map dies you want to use, that will either help or hinder you once again. And I'll show you how to set those up when we get to the game. We've got loot that you can draw. So this one is a lucky charm. Discard to re-roll any number of dice, including zombie dice. That's pretty good. Now, the mutant cards will only come into play when the mutant zombie wakes up. And these are always bad things that happen. So this one would be each player takes a wound, which, of course, I would put straight onto the Zealous Nun if I'd drawn her. So they're the main cards that you use. These, of course, will just be kept to one side. These are the ones that you'd use within the game. These are the other components for the game. You have the 6 zombie dice, which you can roll up to 3 times. We'll go through those as we play the game. We have the tokens to track your damage and, of course, your any followers that take damage. You have the zombies, a good pile of zombies there. You have the leadership tokens. All of these, you mix them up with the numbers face down. And then when you need to draw any as you play the game, you put them to one side. And at the scoring phase, you turn them over and find out how many points you've got. This is the mutant zombie. And these are the zombie tokens representing his health. To begin with the solo game, allocate 10 random of these. You don't know how much each one is worth. And as you give him damage, you'll add them to the leadership points, if any, that you've got. End game scoring, turn everything over. You'll add these to let's take a follower card. If you've got any followers alive, you have the points there that they're worth, and you add up how much life you've got left as well, and that will give you your total. So they're all the components of the game. I'll get it all set up, and let's see if I can survive for the very first time over a week. And we're ready to begin. We have got the dice ready. We've got the player board. We've got where the zombies are coming down. To begin, you start with 2 zombies in zone 1, 3 in zone 2, 4 in zone 3. The different colours, they're just, well, really, the orange ones are male and the blue ones are female. I've found that they do have a tendency to lean forward a little bit. They're a little bit weak around the ankles, so you may have to straighten them out a little bit, but they don't lean forward to the extent that they're constantly falling over. I guess you could use some sort of house rule system. Again, if you wanted to change the difficulty and use one colour for, I don't know, are they a stronger type of mutant zombie? Again, that's a good thing about board games is you can change the rules, and once you've got the hang of the base game, of course, and make it as easy or as difficult as you want. I've shuffled all of the followers cards, as I have with the loot and the mutant cards. The location cards, what you do with that in the solo game is you find the town line card, you put that to one side, you take another random 5 location cards, you shuffle the town line in with those 5 cards to make a pile of 6. Then on top of that, you put another 6 random location cards. So there's a pile of 12 cards there. We know that the first 6 are not going to be the town line. After that, it could appear at any time. And remember, reaching the town line is one way that you can win the game. Here we have the mutant zombie who is asleep, is 10 life from the tokens, remembering that there could be any number value on the bottom of those, so we could earn more leadership points if he awakens, and we take some health off him. And here, of course, we've got the zombie horde ready to appear on the board. So let's begin, and I'll take you through the 3 stages that you have to do, and hopefully the coach here can survive at least over a week. That would be nice. So the dice, you get 3 rolls, and you roll all of them, and from these, I'll take them out. I'll just move that up a little bit, and we can see what we have got. Now, this is a good start because the bat, you can only damage with the bat zombies that are in zone 1. 1 bat, because you're doing a big swing, which I guess is good because we've got the coach, he's baseball, and he's got a baseball bat. You kill 2 zombies with 1 bat, so I'm definitely keeping that one. There is a zombie head, which you cannot re-roll, so that's going to spawn 1 more extra zombie when it gets to the advanced zombies phase. And we've got a shotgun, which kills 1 zombie, and it can be in any zone. 2 more baseball bats. Well, they would just be wasted because I've killed those 2 with that one. And we have a backpack. Now, backpacks is, there's a couple of things we can do with backpacks. If we just use 1, we can draw a loot. If we draw 2 of them, we can draw a follower, remembering they could be good or bad. And if we use 3 backpacks, we can draw 2 followers and keep 1. So if we do draw a bad one, we can just ditch it. I mean, I could do with some loot to begin anyway, so I'm going to keep that. So I'm going to re-roll. Yeah, I'll re-roll the gun and those 2 bats. So I've got 2 re-rolls left. If I want to use them, I could just stop there. But you've got up to 2 re-rolls. 2 guns and another backpack. I'll keep the backpack. Remember, in each time you roll, you stand a chance of using a zombie. More zombies will spawn. So it's a bit of push your luck with it. And yeah, you know what? I'm just going to keep those. I'll play it safe on the first roll. So I'll keep that to one side. That zombie, we know we're going to use in a minute. The baseball bat gets rid of these 2 here on zone 1, so they can go back into the horde. I've got the 2 gunshots, so I can kill 2 from the back if I wanted. I'll take 1 from each, just to thin the herd down a little bit. Now I've got 2 backpacks here, so I've got the choice. I can either use each one individually to draw 2 loot cards, or I can put them both together and draw a follower. And I think I'm I like to use followers as, even though they help with points at the end, they can be useful as cannon fodder, especially if you get a follower who has got really bad traits. And considering there aren't many zombies on the board at the moment, I'm going to use those two individually, and I'm going to take 2 loot cards, and I've got a shotgun, discard to kill 3 zombies in any one zone. That's a good one. And I have got a town map, discard to move up to 4 zombies from zone 1 to zone 3. I think I'll keep them there. I just want to avoid the glare. I do need to sort this lighting out so you can read these properly. That's not bad. Now, what we do, the next phase would be the mutant phase, but the mutant zombie is not awake, so we skip that. Then we go on to the advanced zombies. So all zombies in each zone come forward to the next zone, and there's always 3 more that spawn in zone 3. And then, because we've got this 1 zombie die here, we need to add another one into zone 3, and then rinse and repeat, and we keep going. All right, let's see how kind these are. Oh, right, let's take them out. I can see straight away we've got 2 zombie heads, so that's not good. We've got a map, a backpack. We've got a run. Now, the run is used, you can move a zombie back 1 zone. To make it a little more difficult, if you wanted to, you can have it that you can't move zombies out of zone 3. They have to stay there. But the normal rules mean you can get them out of zone 3. You're running away, they're further away, so they'll go back into the horde. So, can't do anything with that. I could do with killing these 2. Otherwise, I'm going to take 2 damage out of my 5 because I've got no followers to help me with that. So I'm going to save a backpack and a map, actually. And let's re-roll these 2. Oh, I've got another map, so I'll keep that. And I'll use my final re-roll and hope I get... Oh, yeah, I'm going to need... I've just thought now, I haven't done anything for these 2. I need a baseball bat. Oh, I've got a gun. Okay, so I'll use the gun. That will kill one of those. I've got 1 backpack, so I can draw 1 loot. What do we get this time? Discard to kill 2 zombies in zone 1. Okay. Oh, I could have used that with those. Oh, well. So that's the backpack used. 2 maps. So with 2 maps, I draw a location card. Remember, the first 6, I've got no chance of finding the town line. So I'm with 2, I have to do the bad and then the good. So the bad, add 4 zombies to your zone 3. Here we go. This is where it starts building up. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is going to get a bit painful when these come down. Then I can do the good, though. Kill 2 zombies anywhere on your board. Target opponent adds 2. So anything like that, where it says with opponent, when you're playing it solo, you just ignore it, of course. So I can kill 2 zombies anywhere on the board. I will discard that. And of course, I am going to discard that one. I think 1 from the back here, because I don't want too many all in 1 zone. That's those used. No mutant phase. He's still asleep. So these move forward. These move forward. We put 3 there again. And because we've got 2 zombie heads there, we put another 2. Yeah, numbers start to build up pretty quickly. Right, back to me. And let's see what we get. Oh, 3 backpacks now. I'm going to keep those because I can draw 2 followers and keep 1. I've got to keep the zombie head. I've got a run and a map. I need something to kill. Oh, I've got these, though, that I can kill. I can kill 2 zombies, 3 zombies. Oh, okay, I'm going to keep rolling because I can use some of my loot to kill these. So let's see what we can get with these rolls. Zombie head. Another backpack. Well, I'm at the maximum that I can use for those. And a run. Oh, not too bad. So I think I'm going to use a run. I'll use my run and put that one back there. I will use my shotgun to discard to kill 3 zombies in any one zone, which is going to be those. 3 backpacks means I can draw 2 followers and keep 1. We have the town drunk. At the end of your advanced zombies phase, add a zombie to your zone 3. Yeah, you're going to be taking damage, mate. And the spoiled brat. So I've got a choice of 2 bad ones. When entering play, discard one of your loot cards at random. I'm not doing that. So I'm discarding the spoiled brat. She can go, and I will keep the town drunk. Not great. So these come forward. These come forward. Whoops. And 1 trips over on the way. We add 3 to the back. Plus another 2 for those. Yeah, and it's looking a bit more dangerous. I need to start going through some more locations, because as we know, the top 6. Well, actually, I've got rid of 1, so the top 5 now to get rid of, and then we could reach the town line. We don't really want to wake up the zombie, the mutant zombie, because then you've got to start using the mutant cards. So, right, let's see what we can do with the next turn. All right, come on. I could do with a couple of baseball bats. I know I've got this axe, but we've got, 6 here to get rid of, and I've only got 5 health. If I don't roll good, it could be game over anyway. Oh, we've got a baseball bat, just what I wanted. We've got 2 guns, but they only take out 1 each. 2 runs. I want to kill rather than run away, and 1 backpack. I'm going to keep a backpack so I can take 1 more loot, and I'm going to re-roll these 4, and I've got 2 left. Oh, maps. Here we go. I'm going to keep those 3 maps, because all I have to do is draw 1 location, but I can use just the good section of it, ignore the bad, and that takes me 1 more down the pile of locations. Should I roll that again? I've got a chance of another zombie adding on. I'm going to keep it. I think there's enough zombies on the board there. Right, I'm going to use my axe. Discard to kill 2 zombies in zone 1. Those 2 are going to go. I'm going to use my baseball bat to kill those 2. I'm going to use my gun to kill that one. My 1 backpack is to draw a loot, which is Book of the Dead. Discard to kill 2 zombies anywhere on your board, or do 1 damage to the mutant zombie. That's pretty good. I've not seen that one before. 3 maps, so I can draw a location and just use the good bit. So the good bit is concealed by the forest. Draw 2 leadership tokens and choose 1 to keep. So I can actually choose my own points. Now, I've put the tokens just off camera, so I will, I'll bring 2 in at random, and I can keep 1 of them. And of course, I'm going to keep the number 2. So that one, I'll just put in the discard because I know what number that one is. And that's it. That's all of those used. No mutant phase. This one comes down, and it will damage the town drunk. I'm going to put the damage onto him, of course, because I want him gone. Even though I'm going to lose 3 points, I don't want this negative effect happening at the end of the zombie phase. So these are going to come down. And these, I add 3. I rolled no zombie heads, so that is good. But the town drunk, at the end of your advanced zombies phase, add a zombie to your zone 3. So because of him, I add 1 of those. And we go back to me again. So as you can see, it plays pretty quick. You keep going around, but everything can add up pretty quickly. And if and when, because every time I've played, it has happened, once this mutant zombie awakes, and you have to play a mutant card each time before you would advance the zombies, it gets a bit wild. All right. Okay, baseball bat to kill 2 of these. Lots of running. lots of running, and a backpack. I'm going to keep the backpack for some more loot. And I'm going to re-roll these 4 runners. Oh dear, 2 zombie heads. Can't re-roll those. I've got another baseball, so that'll get rid of 4. Will leave me 2. He's got 1 health. So I'll use my last re-roll and hope for a gun or a baseball. I get a gun. Perfect, apart from those 2 zombie heads. So the gun will kill one of those. The 2 baseball bats, that will get rid of 4 of these. My 1 backpack means that I get to draw 1 loot, which this time is a, lucky charm. Discard to re-roll any number of dice, including the zombie dice. That's that, and we're left with the 2 zombie heads. No mutant phase. These come forward, so this one comes forward, and once again, Town Drunk is so drunk that you can't get out of the way. He dies. I've lost 3 points for my total at the end, but at least it stopped adding a zombie to zone 3 all the time. So let's get rid of him. Things will come down. These will come down. There's 3 on here. And another 2 for the 2 zombie dice. That's thinned it out a little bit. That's looking a little bit better. Not gone through many locations. Not got many leadership points from my end game scoring. But I'm alive. Right. On to the next roll. Choose that will kill 4 of those. Zombie head. I will keep that, which gets rid of all of those. And I could do with I could do with some locations. I could do with some maps, but I will. Oh yeah, I'm going to keep that and roll 1 more and hope it's. Oh, that's okay. That's not too bad. 2 baseball bats gets rid of 4, and 1 gun gets rid of 1. 2 backpacks I can either use to draw 2 loot or 1 follower. I'm going to choose a follow again and hope I get a good one. It's the mysterious cultist. So when he dies, you draw another follower. Oh, okay. He's only got 1 health. He's worth 3 points. Do you let him die and get rid of the 3 points? And it could be a bad follower. Oh, okay. That's those gone. And we advance the zombies and advance. Pop 3 more onto here. And 1 extra for that. And round we go again. Zombie head. Map. I want to, let's get through some of these locations. 2 backpacks. Although I've got 4 of these to get rid of. I'll keep 1 backpack and 1 map. I've got 2 re-rolls left. Zombie head. And backpack. And then because I've got 2 backpacks, I can draw a follower and take some damage if this isn't what I hope it is, and a baseball bat, and it's a runner. Right, runner can be used to put that back there. The map is 1. At least I'm getting rid of a location, getting closer to the town line, but because it's just the 1, I have to do just the bad. The mutant wants to play Awaken the Mutant Zombie. No. Right, I put 3 of these tokens. The mutant is now awake. My 2 backpacks, I can have a follower who is not good. Infected Maggie. Right, at the end of your advanced zombies phase, add a zombie to zones 2 and 3. When she dies, she becomes a zombie in your zone 1. Oh, marvelous. Okay. All right. She's got 3 health. Oh, okay. So, yeah, actually, that works out not too bad. But she's worth 5 points. I think this is where I'm going wrong and not getting the points to survive over a week. Because really, you could use your followers to gain a good chunk of points. But when the bad ones like this and they have a negative effect, I don't like keeping them around. Oh, yeah, okay. Well, these three are going to advance. And I'm going to have I'm going to have two of them go on to her. I'm going to have the other one go on to the mysterious cultist, which means that I can then draw, even though I'm losing 3 points, I can draw another follower who hopefully has a positive effect. So I'm going to get, infected Tim. I don't believe it. At the end of your advanced zombies phase, add a zombie to your zones 2 and 3. And when he dies, he becomes a zombie in zone 1. Right. Now, because the mutant zombie is awake, before we advance to zombies, we have to draw a mutant zombie card, which is take 2 wounds. Okay. Thankfully, I've got the followers. So, infected Maggie can take the final one. She dies. She becomes a zombie in zone 1. She's gone, as have 5 points. I've got 1 more wound to hand out, which is going to go to infected Tim. Now I can advance the zombies. Which is, oh gosh, yes, that one will come forward. Infected Tim can take that. These come forward. These come forward. 3 go on here. 2, 3. Plus the 2 for those. 1, 2. And at the end of your advanced zombies phase, add a zombie to your zones 2 and 3. Thanks to infected Tim. So 2 and 3. Yeah, immediately not looking great again. Let's roll. Let's see what we can do. I'm going to go for locations. Killing zombies and locations, I think. So 2 maps, that's what I said. Get those done. Baseball bat, that'll take care of 2 of those. He's got 1 health. There's a run. There's a backpack. Yeah, I'm going to keep the backpack as well. Roll those. Another baseball bat, that's pretty good. Ooh, do I keep that second backpack for another follower? That would leave 2. That would leave 2 health. No, I'm going to roll. Oh, that could be all right. I'm going to use the run. Take 1 back. 2 baseball bats. Kill 4 zombies. 1 backpack is a loot. Oh, another lucky charm. That's not too bad. 2 maps means I can get another location, and I have to do the good and the bad, starting with the bad. So we're at the high ground. You've exposed your position. Advance 3 zombies, 1 zone on your board. You may advance the same zombie multiple times. So 1. I'm going to have to do it this way. 2, 3. Then I can do the good. Next turn, your gun results kill 2 zombies in any zone or deal 2 damage to the mutant. Draw a leadership token. So I'm just going to, at random, slide a leadership token. Don't know how many points. I'll keep that there just to remind me so I don't forget. I'll put it where you can see it. I'll just pop it there. And that was those. Mutant zombie is awake. We draw a mutant card. Take 1 wound. Okay. Infected Tim, you're going to take your final wound. Oh, but then, yeah, I think either way I'm going to take a damage. So he would take that. Infected Tim dies, but he becomes a zombie in zone 1. Actually, I think I could have messed that up a little bit. Yeah. Advanced zombies, those 2 are going to damage me. So I take 2 hits there. All of these are going to come forward. And these are going to come forward. And did I have to... Hear me saying that, I'm not going to mess up. Did I have those 2 zombies, those 2 zombie heads? I did, didn't I? So I've got to put 3. And the extra 2, which I'm sure, because they're like that, I'll do it anyway. Who cares? If I didn't, let's just make it a bit more difficult. And go back to me. Baseball. Zombie. 2 guns. Oh, my word. A map. Oh, I could use these as well. Discard to re-roll any number of dice, including zombie dice. So I'm going to discard that. I'm going to put that in there, and I'm going to re-roll these. Oh, which gives another 2 zombies. I'm going to discard. And I'm going to re-roll. And it's 1 zombie. Oh, now I've still got my initial 2 re-rolls left because I used the loot cards for those extra re-rolls. And this is not looking good. I'm going to die right here. Yeah, I'm going to use my 2 re-rolls. I want some baseball bats. I've got 1 of them. I'll take a gun. I'll take a loot. And a gun. Right. 2 baseball bats is going to get rid of 4. 2 guns is going to get rid of 2. A backpack gets me a loot. Please be something that I can use straight away to get rid of those 3. Oh. Binoculars. Discard to change a non-zombie die to a result of your choice. Okay, so that'd be after I have to re-roll. Oh, no. Mutant phase. Add 1 zombie to your zone 2 and 2 to zone 3. So 1 there, 2 to zone 3. Not as it will make much difference. That's not going to help. Zombies would advance. Those 3 come in and they kill me. Yeah, I didn't even get to finish this time. I have finished before. The only way I've finished up to now was finding the town line. Let's have a look at what these points would have been. A 1 and a 2. Yeah, how far into the deck? So the bottom 6, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see how far I would have had to have gone to reach the town line. The top 1, the gas station. Not too bad, the town line. So as you can see, it plays out really differently each time. And again, depending on what character you can use. I didn't even use any of the special abilities. I've only used them a couple of times. Maybe that's another tactic I need to get into, is to use these special abilities. So at least when these zombie heads appear, they're still going to spawn more there. But at least I'm going to get some use out of them as well. Nah. We'll see. So yeah, there's an idea how it plays and how you can die pretty easily. I will be back in just a second with my thoughts on the game. Right, my thoughts on the game. Right off the bat, no pun intended, with the coach. I like Run, Fight or Die. It's pretty quick to play. It's easy to learn. I've not played it with anybody else because I am a solo gamer. But as a solo experience, it's a fun, quick game. It's different every time. You've got the choice which character you want to play and the special abilities, even though I still need to get it into my head to use them more. The mutant zombie is a good idea. I think one of the deluxe components is another thing you can buy from the website. You get an actual 3D mutant zombie. Doesn't really add too much apart from a little bit of table presence. But if you've got any mutant zombie figures or any zombie figures at all, I guess you could just pop 1 there and still use these health. It's nice how each of the mutant zombies' health are different, even though there are 1s that I've turned over. There are 2s. You don't know what leadership points you're going to get. if you do manage to do that any damage. I like the locations. There's quite a lot of locations to choose from. And it's great how, depending on how many maps that you use, you could either try and save up, push your luck again, just use the good bit of the map, or go for a bad and good. And that you have to do the bad first before you can do the good. And you never know when you're going to reach the town line. Followers are great, and there's a good selection. There's quite a few cards there with all of the followers. In my playthrough, they're mostly bad, but trust me, there are good ones. So, actually, the Curious Kid, whenever you draw a loot card, draw 2 and choose 1 to keep. So there are good followers in there, and each one of them, once per turn, set a non-zombie die to a gun result. Too bad. So it's a really good mixture. You don't know what you're going to get each time you play. Once the mutant zombie awakes and these mutant cards come into play, I mean, that really changes stuff up, because you know each one of these is going to be a negative effect and is going to make things just a little bit harder. But then, just to balance that up, you've got your loot cards, which you can go for whenever you want. And you know these are going to be good. So Molotov cocktail, always good in a zombie game. Oh, 2 together, nice. Shotguns. The zombies themselves, the figures, they're okay. Like I said earlier, they do have a tendency to just lean forward a little bit after a while, but it's no problem just to straighten them up again. And again, with the different colors, you can do your own house rules and maybe change the game up a little bit like that, or even use some of your own zombie figures. The leadership points are good, that you don't know how many you're going to get with those. So overall, it's a nice experience to play. My main gripe, as I said at the beginning, is this thing and the solo campaign, which it would have peed me off even if it was just a couple of pages of the rule book, that it didn't come with the game. But when it's taking over half the rule book, that's a big negative for me. And if anyone can help me out and point me in the right direction, like I said at the beginning, to pick up the solo campaign so I can play through it and get it on the channel, because I really do want to experience it, because like I've said, I like the game, and I want to play the solo campaign. So hopefully that's given you a good idea about Run, Fight, or Die Reloaded. Let me know anything in the comments. Did I mess that up? I don't know if I messed that up or not. I think I would. It would be unusual at this early stage of the channel for me to make a video with no mistakes. So it could have been a first, or it could have been just as usual, and it's just me messing things up a little bit. But yeah, please let me know what you think of it. Have you played it? Would you like to play it after watching this? And as always, until the next apocalypse, stay safe out there.